Knocked loose. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Morris. The dish to Griffin. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The shot's good from Monk.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Then for the Pistons, Andre Drummond's checked in for Markieff Morris. Doumbouya comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Rose in for Luke Kennard. And on a...
Watch out! Watch out! Well, look at the coordination and strength that Griffin possesses. I mean, taking the punishment like a champ and still finishing.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Brown. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile.
It really was. You know, it's never on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? You're a star, Brooklyn.
Painful to think about. Back injuries are rough business, and it looks like this one could be as bad as it could possibly be, according to preliminary reports.
Prayers up.
You ever had problems?
Hey, Che, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up?
I'm Ronnie from 2K.
Yeah, I know you on from social.
Oh, I appreciate it. Do you mind if I have a seat?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, you know, the coach always wants me to join these things. I know you're new to the team, so he wanted me to kind of sit with you. How are things going?
Oh man, it's good. No complaints.
Yeah, joining the league has been fun and everything.
It's been fun. It's been cool.
It's awesome. You know, I hang out with a lot of players. I'm always, you know, trying to give the advice that I can from the 2K perspective, and always sharing it. You know, I'm really good friends with Harrison Barnes, actually.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew I was at his wedding.
Nah, it would be kind of weird if I knew that.
I guess I feel like everybody should know that. All these players want to talk ratings with me, and it's always a lot of fun. You know, I don't know if you get the chance to go to an NBA player's wedding, but you got to go to an NBA player's wedding. It's like out of this world. It's crazy. You'd have so much fun. I mean, there's kids waiting to try to get in this wedding. Like there were kids trying to break in. The food was out of this world.
The kids, did they get in?
The kids, no. Security tried to keep them away. They were too short. You know,
Okay.
like we had a strict policy where they had to be this tall to get in.
Okay. How was the food though?
The food was all right. The food was good. But I thought his wife was going to kill me because I had to explain ratings to 40 NBA players during this thing, and it was wild. And the whole time I'm sitting up there, I'm thinking about how do I get my dog into this wedding?
Oh, you got a dog?
Yeah. You got to follow her on social media. So cute. Sophie_meets_world.
Sophie?
Great follow. Sophie.
Oh, nice.
Definitely got to follow Sophie. You have to actually follow as many dog Instagram accounts as you can. I love it.
Hey, how you been, man? Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man.
Hey, I'll see you later.
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
I see you. Shot! Box out! Again. get the next one. Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Focus!
See you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, hit me up.
bragging rights, and a chance to win VC, submit your best plays over social media using hashtag 2KTVWow.
And check back with us next week to see if you made the cut.
So in the meantime, here's what you can expect from Season 6. Let's go.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. One of the most unique sculptures you'll ever see, the Fist of Joe Louis at Hart Plaza. We're coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Detroit, so far they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, Charlotte. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And checking out Charlotte, that big splash they were hoping for to start.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, it was just a matter.
Thank you for that, David. Greg, quite a few people have been expecting this to happen.
Yeah, with the amount of time Chase spent in college, you figured he'd be polished coming into the league. The question was, would he buy in? And I think we've gotten our answer.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Bismack Biyombo. Terry Rozier is out there with Brown. Then there's Batum, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 4. And for Detroit, on the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Rose is out there with Jackson, and it's Doumbouya in at the 3 slot. Always an intriguing part of the early season, Steve. Teams that are outperforming the expectations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up, and then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
And finished off by Brown. Well, you have to applaud Shea for doing what he feels is right. I heard that, Greg, after a recent game, he made sure to spend time with his fans.
And that is something that you don't see enough of from the young rookies coming into the league. Glad to hear that Shea remembers that ultimately it is all about the fans.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Now, here's Biyombo, defended by Drummond. Shea, no good.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Pass to Griffin. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You have to be a solid defender with Blake Griffin. You can't body him up because he'll go through you. Can't give him too much room because he'll knock it down.
They grab their own miss. Kid Gilchrist. It's another look. And it's sent back by Drummond. Outside Rose. Drummond in the post. Biyombo on him. And Drummond kicks to Rose. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Inside. And it's Brown missing. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Rozier, the pass to Batum. The 19-foot shot. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Well, a new start in Detroit for Dwayne Casey. Led the team to the playoffs in his first season. Seems to be a great match between the team and their coach.
Scooped up. Drummond, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Andre Drummond's games has to improve at the free throw line if he wants to be a go-to player.
And for Casey, Steve, he had the pedigree of success that the Pistons wanted.
Also, Casey, I thought, was brought in to change the mindset of this team. Immediately was able to change the culture of the Pistons. Setting a new tone goes a long way for a developing team.
For the Pistons, Morris is checked in for Griffin. Tony Snell comes in for Doumbouya. And it's Luke Kennard in for Rose. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Williams comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Martin's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Monks subbed in for Terry Rozier.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
He's just relentless in his approach. Makes Che a very difficult guy to defend.
Well, you knew it was a matter of time before this team made the adjustment. Che now officially a starter for them going forward.
And being a starter wasn't handed to Che. And the fact that he had to fight his way up the pecking order of the roster should make this mean all that much more to him. Easy call to move him into the starting lineup with how he's played.
Christian Woods checked in for Detroit. Che dishes to Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Staying open to what develops one of Che's biggest strengths as a playmaker.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, still possessing the athleticism. Williams is sensational at finding ways to throw it down.
40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson against Brown. A floater. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Kennard with the rebound. The Pistons trailing. Down low, here's Jackson. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Monk. Here's Kennard. Here's Jackson. Tie game in Detroit. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this.
Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Jackson kicks to Doumbouya. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Count it.
From mid-range, Che's not worried about what the analytics say. He's just trying to get buckets.
Jackson kicks to Doumbouya. Griffin looking around. Takes the three. And Rozier pulls it down. Hornets leading by 11. Brown outside. And Che throws it down.
At the rim, Che can be very aggressive and very intimidating.
59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The pass to Williams. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Doumbouya. Not a lot of room. Excellent D there from Williams. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. 2 points. That one goes.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pistons trail by 13. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jackson. 11 seconds left now here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. And he converts the layup. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Che, your first career start in an NBA game. You looked comfortable out there. Was this as good a performance as you could have hoped for?
Absolutely, DA, man. It definitely taken some adjustment, but I've, had the support of my teammates, the coaching staff, and the fans every step of the way. They believe it that, I'm a starter, and I hope my play has done enough to keep, that belief going strong.
Well, they've got a lot of information to work with, and you've done great so far. Thanks for your time, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hey, all eyes on me. All right, nice work out there. I like the attention to detail. I like the hustle. I like the sense of urgency y'all are playing with, all right? Now, I want y'all to put a body on someone constantly, all right? Anytime that ball is up for grabs, put a body on it, all right? Make them feel you. I want these guys to be sick and tired of you by the end of this game, all right? So get physical, push them around. That's how we put them away. All right, bring it in. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
And with the second. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Detroit, on the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Reggie Jackson out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Doumbouya in at the 3.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Now, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
A floater, and it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Markieff Morris is checked in for Andre Drummond. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. Tony Snell's checked in for Doumbouya. And it's Kennard in for Derrick Rose.
And it's well known, Shea stayed in college all 4 years, which generally gets a bad rap. But every person's path is different.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Pass to Monk from past the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you're seeing it with Jackson tonight. When he gets in a real rhythm, man, he can light up the scoreboard.
Here's Che. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. It's a 14-point game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Morris inside. Hernan Gomez covering. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 12 points again in the basket from Morris.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
A minute 42 left in the third. Martin finds Brown. Over Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Well, the brand new Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. How are you feeling this, Smitty?
GA, it's a great state-of-the-art facility. Glad the new location is in downtown Detroit. Hopefully, an iconic venue for an iconic team.
And the Hornets call time here. The Pistons making a change here. Doumbouya is checked in. And the Hornets making a change here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Murray outside. Passes it to Graham. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Monk. Fires from deep. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got here for Detroit. Andre Drummond comes in for Morris, and it's Blake Griffin in for Christian Wood. On the floor for Charlotte, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Batum. Then it's Che. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Rozier in at the 2. Count the basket. 20 points for Che.
He muscled that one in. Che unfazed by the physical play inside.
The pass to Griffin. He kicks to Dumboya. Brown against Jackson. To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
You know, a big change last season for Luke Kennard happened when he stopped worrying about taking bad shots. He was asked to be more proactive on offense and start creating chances for himself instead of waiting for the ball to be swung to him.
One shot.
And Smitty, that aggressiveness from Kennard, that's what the team wants from him.
He's a big part of their future. They need that from him. He may not be their number 1 or number 2 scorer, but he can be a very solid option off the bench or as a starter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He's a difficult guy to guard off the bounce. Che catches the defender a little out of position.
And both free throws good for Che. So, Smitty, if we take James Harden out of the equation, who has the best step-back jumper in the NBA right now?
You know, there's a few guys. Damian Lillard has an unbelievable step-back. Steph Curry, Bradley Beal creates a lot of space on his step-back jumper.
Outside Jackson. But they'll get another chance. Can't connect from long distance. Brown with it, and Dumboya picks him up defensively. Fires from the wing, and he connects with the jumper. Che's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pistons trail by 15. Outside Jackson, pass to Griffin. 1:56 left in the game. Kennard's shot is off.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Brown, jump shot is good. Che's got 26.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Che.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
That shot missing. The Pistons go the other way with it. Here's Kennard. It's good from long range.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carryovers into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road. Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And it's the Hornets' ball. They led by as many as 18 points. And the whistle blows. He's fouled on a shot that misses, but not by much. 2 free throws nonetheless coming up for him. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Galloway, and another 3 for Detroit.
Very solid shot by Langston Galloway, doing it at the pro level.
Shea outside. Can't connect. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Come on, not today. I'm tired.
Sorry, you gotta do some media.
Can I skip?
Hey man, Shaq here. Nice win for you guys tonight. Talk about any edges you felt you had coming in.
I don't know if we call it an edge, man, but I thought our decision-making as a group was really solid tonight. We were making good reads, finding the right moments to cut, delivering passes on time, all essential when the game separated by just a few buckets.
Thought I was watching Golden State, but I was watching you.
Nice work, Che. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, good game, bro.
Appreciate it, Sarge.
Che, talk to me about your first start. How did it feel out there? It looked like you were pretty comfortable.
Oh, man, it's so dope. You know, it's always been a dream of mine to be a starter in NBA. Yeah, it feels good, man. I just hope I can build on this, you know, and string together a bunch of good games. Because honestly, for me, sky's the limit. And I feel like I don't have a ceiling right now. It's no pinnacle.
Che, do any moments from tonight stand out to you? Something you'll remember years from now?
Man, that's a good question. I guess just, you know, that feeling of having your name announced with the rest of the starters, feeling the vibe that the fans are putting out and taking in all that energy. It got me hyped. I felt like I could run through a brick wall after that. It was crazy.
So, Jay, it seems like you were really in the groove tonight. What helped you get going?
Well, you know, we like to play a team game. So everything you get should come in the flow of the offense. I mean, if you're open, then the ball's supposed to find you. Tonight, I was the guy that was open and my teammates found me, so shout out to them.
All right, Che, you remember Reese from Gatorade?
It's nice to see you again, Che.
Nice to see you too, you know, and I'm really excited to learn more about this GX thing.
Totally. Did Levi fill you in?
You know, a little bit, but I still need more information on it, to be honest with you.
All right, well, I'll just give you the full picture. Gatorade is launching Gatorade GX. It's our new hydration system, and everything about it is completely customizable.
What? I'm with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can design the bottle however you want. Name, number, team colors, all that sort of stuff. And then we have the GX pods, which are basically just a concentrated pod refill. You put that in the top of the bottle, fill the bottle up with water, shake it up, and you're good to go.
I like that.
So you ready to design your own bottle? Customize
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go.
Let's do this.
We'll call it the Che.
All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract to hash out.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Pleasure doing business with you, Don.
Levi, the pleasure's all mine. Excited to stay in the Che business.
How's it going?
Hey, what you working on?
Huddle up, fellas. Let's go over the game plan. We gotta keep teams from getting easy baskets on the break. So let's focus on that transition D. Let's get into some transition defense work.
You got it. You got it. Come on. Pick, pick. Let's go.
Outstanding effort. Now let's set up the next drill.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Hey, come around, come around.
energy in practice. Don't leave the gym without putting some individual work in.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Focus! Come on, man! Don't forget the clock! Yo, look at the clock! And one! Hey, he can ball, huh? You got it. Come on, man. Don't forget the clock. That's all you have to Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Hey, hit me up. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
I don't know if you guys can see behind me. Can you guys see that? That's really awesome back there. They got it going. Hey guys, how y'all doing? 2K TV back here. How y'all doing? What's up, guys? What's up? Yeah. We live. That's the one. So yeah, we're just having a good time, man. And we're about to do some new dances for this coming year.
Come on, let's go.
I think this is huge for the WNBA, that everybody's included, and now young kids can play with female role models. That's the key.
You've just finished reporting for your 5th season with NBA 2K. Thank you so much for joining us.
I didn't realize it was 5.
5 years. Crazy. It goes by so
Getting
fast.
old, man.
Did you see anything new and exciting?
At 2K17, I seen my part done, so I'm like, I gotta be in this. I have to, yep. So I'm just happy to be here now. Look at him now. Come on, man, let me see something. Oh my goodness.
When we play inside in the rec, it's more like, for me, it's more like game, like basketball. I'm coaching them on my headset. I'm telling guys, you know, he's locked down. Make sure you set a screen.
Watch out! What's something that you're really good at besides basketball?
I can juggle.
No way.
We are bringing the NBA 2K TV challenge back.
You know, y'all is the cheat code. You know, he's the cheat code.
It's a meal. Nothing special about us. I have a story to tell, you know, based on my career and my travels of how I went from being a player that wasn't recruited out of high school to, you know, getting drafted into the NBA.
If you just start with a bounce, and then you, see, just start with that bounce, you good.
A scale of 9 to 10, how much do you think this is going to change your life? I'll cover this a little bit.
12 and a half?
Yeah.
11. 1 million?
And the beauty of the NBA is it changes at breakneck pace, baby. You better be able to adapt and adjust and keep up. Oh!
Just like.
Jay, what's up, man? You good? Good. Have a good one. We'll do.
Team shirts, jerseys, jackets, sweaters, and more are available at the Sports Zone station, located in the north and south corridors.
Debate about who is the greatest, boy, you debate. Take it for clout, I know. You went in your house without staking it out if you ain't really bout. Did you say you were bout? I went a different route. I just go pivot the count. I just envision the count, then I go get that amount. I got a beautiful house, but honestly, yes, get the talent. Time to touch it down.
Just a reminder, folks, to make certain to be here for a figurine giveaway. Come to the game with a figurine of your favorite mascot. Bingo the
Yeah, I don't get it, no clue. That's just, you know, do. That's just some more to add to the list. I can't get no energy too. I put one away. Whatever you wanna wear. I just had to meet a look. Treating me like a celeb. I just need to get my bread. Got some beautiful hair. I ain't just searching for something.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome everyone, and what a game we have. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Middleton.
And he's gotten very shaky.
And with pregame routine.
Well, almost.
You're right, DA. It'll be scary. Thanks. Clark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much. But when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Shea is out there with Rozier. Then there's Batum, and it's Biyombo at the 5, down low. And for Milwaukee, Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Hill in at the point. Matthews against Brown. Matthews into the lane. Offline with the baseline jumper. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, you can see the talent that Shea has even when he gets on the floor with limited minutes. His game is very polished from his years in college.
GA, you can see the improvement game to game, I think. You wouldn't be surprised to see his role grow over the course of the season. Back to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Goes up with it again. The kick out to Matthews. On deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Boy, a strong athletic wing is Kidd-Gilchrist. Check him out, muscling through the defense. Impressive.
The Bucks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And taken away by Brown. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Brown. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And, you know, that right there is a case of Shea knowing how to use his body to not only shield the defender, but to get the and one chance, too.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. 5 on the clock. And Antetokounmpo shams it in.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Well, Clark, what a year it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo last season. He took everything to the next level from the get-go. He became a top player in the NBA.
And you know what, guys? Early on, you could see it and you could feel it. it was going to be a special year for Giannis because his progression and development, his hunger, his commitment, his work ethic, all of that helped him become the MVP of the league against a pretty competitive field of MVP candidates.
Middleton outside. Back to Giannis with the fadeaway. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Pass to Biyombo. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. To the inside. Outside, Batum fires the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The outside stroke of Batum, too nice. He knocks him down in bunches.
Bucks trail by 3. Hill deciding where to go with it. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Well, you know, no doubt now the Bucks are an elite team in the East. Not only the best record in the league, but getting all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals as well. This team has a bright future and will be a force in the years ahead.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Brown. And it's Hill in for Kyle Korver. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the Bucks got a lot of big wins, Clark, throughout the season.
They sure did. The Bucks were outstanding all year long. Had a very tough series against the Raptors in the East Final and ended up getting bounced out. But tell you what, this Milwaukee Bucks team, they're going to be in the hunt for championships several years going forward.
On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Hernan Gomez. Washington out there with Murray. Then there's Brown, and it's Monk in at the 2-guard spot. Brown down low. He's against Hill. Washington passes to Brown. It doesn't go for him. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 4. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
You know, with his in-between game working, Che can cause all kinds of problems. I mean, the mid-range jumper, a real important shot for him.
Hill finds Lopez. Here's Middleton. Rebound by Murray. On the wing, Che. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Charlotte lead.
Nothing soft about Che's approach on this bucket. Driving hard, taking some contact, and finishing.
1:49 left in the first half of basketball. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Here's Connaughton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Can't get it to fall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Robin Lopez. Shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm cool and consistent at the stripe this year, I mean, that's impressive.
Just 4 seconds left here in the second. From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wing. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Giannis kicks to Lopez. Rocket 6, the drive by Hill. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
On the inside now, Shea will battle you. He'll fight. He doesn't let contact rattle.
The Hornets have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
It's Matthews on the wing. Tries from 10. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Shea throws it down.
Shea is merciless tonight, not letting up a bit.
Bucks trail by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Kid Gilchrist, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Matthews, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Matthews has got his first 2 points of the night.
And Matthews streaks down the floor. Fantastic score in the open court. He can get to the rim or hurt you with the 3.
And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Here's Hill. Ball's knocked loose. Rozier with the steal. And here we go. Shea heading to the hoop.
Excellent hustle by Shea getting out on the break. Not waiting for a second. Immediately took off down the court.
Outside Hill. Lopez outside. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And the Hornets call time here.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And it's Shea missing. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
And that one drops for him.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Brown the pass to Martin. Back to Shea. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Shea's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You'd love for all your shots to come from that range. Shea, always going to cash in on a chance like that.
Korver against Brown. Here's Connaughton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. There's 21 seconds left in the third. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Shea's mentality has always been that of a very driven player. I mean, this is a man who has no other speed besides full.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
For Milwaukee, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Ilyasova.
A couple of things that make Ilyasova so unique are his quickness and shooting ability at 6'10".
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's Shea. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brown's got 20.
Boy, good strength on display that time from Shea. I mean, he had to take the contact and still find a way to finish, and he did.
It's been all about Shea for the Charlotte Hornets. His production has been flooring as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Washington out there with Martin. Then there's Brown. Then there's Batum. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And so he'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 7-point differential. And here's Korver from the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb. Korver's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Milwaukee. Hill against Brown. Outside, Batum. Drilled from 11 feet out. And the Hornets lead by 6.
And, you know, as much as he loves the three, Batum pretty reliable from mid-range, too.
Outside, Hill. Feeds to Korver. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Monday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And for their matchup with the Nets, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
Tell you what, you've got to get to Korver right away. This guy has unlimited range and a lightning quick release.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Robin Lopez, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Ilyasova. Both free throws good from Korver.
And one danger for this Hornets team, they could find themselves in that dreaded mode of mediocrity.
Yeah, you know, for a number of years, they've actually epitomized mediocrity. 500 pretty much all of last season until the very end. I think they either need to do a full rebuild and start from scratch or find a way to break out of this middle of the pack path.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Brown against Giannis. And he gets it to go. And it's now 22 points for Che.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And it's Hill penetrating. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from outside. Hornets leading by 6. Down low. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist finds Brown. Over Hill. They get it back. Kid Gilchrist, and they pick up 2. Kid Gilchrist has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Timeout called the Bucks. Shea really making a difference.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
The Bucks making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, look, you guys are playing physical and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The kick out to Lopez, and stolen by Che. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Chris Middleton.
There's an aggressiveness to Che's game that I think everybody can appreciate and respect. Prides himself on keeping pressure on the defense.
He doesn't get the second one. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year. Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Hornets leading by 6. Shot, high post. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kid Gilchrist never lacking for aggressiveness, especially going inside. He's actually probing and daring the defense to foul him on the way to the hoop.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Here's Giannis. Unable to get that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And the rejection by Giannis. Hill up top. Finish off the break.
Really good recognition that time by Hill. Read the floor, fight nicely, and finished with ease.
Rozier kicks to Che. At the top of the key, Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving it around. Now the Bucks moving it up. Hill leading the charge. 3 for Matthews. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Matthews, Kevin, enjoys, relishes these big shots. When it's an important time in the game, he wants the ball.
And the pass to Rozier. Here's Brown. And Charlotte turns it over again.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
And so Hill will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3. Kid Gilchrist against Giannis.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
It's Brown with the drive. Yes!
And at this stage of the game, Jay's going to do whatever it takes to get them this win. He doesn't want to let them lose.
Middleton on the wing. Over Batum. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
Good!
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 3. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Shea.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo against Kid Gilchrist. Steps back and shoots. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Here's Lopez. And the Bucks miss again. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for the Hornets, Michael Kid Gilchrist.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And, you know, Michael Kid Gilchrist is a superior defender. If he can develop his offensive game, I think he's got star potential.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Hill passes to Middleton. From deep. Missed. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen. This is Kevin Allen along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one the last few games. Wow.
What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
Shaq, man, the best has yet to come. I know you're going to kill me for saying that. I'll probably go in the tank the next couple of games, but that's all right, man. But that's just the confidence I have, the confidence in my abilities, the abilities of my teammates. This has been a good run for me, but it's only going to get better going forward, unless it doesn't.
Going into the tank, the fish tank or the gas tank? Back to you, Ernie.
Things are getting pretty bleak here as the losing streak continues. And at this point, you've got to wonder, is the season lost?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pump the brakes, buddy. It's just a little adversity. Nothing my main man Jay can't handle.
Look, I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. These guys...